Monica, tell me this. What is a better comparison, LeBron and Brady or LeBron and MJ?
Oh, Molly came to me first, child.
Yeah.
I'm going to go LeBron and Brady. I think because the nature of just switching teams. I'm going to keep it real simple. Obviously, MJ was incredibly successful with the Bulls and such a storied franchise and incredible legacy. But I'm not understanding quite why LeBron had to put that post out. I think LeBron gets plenty of respect in this conversation amongst the greats. So I would liken his legacy, which is okay. In 2022, we acknowledge our
as men, we need to show our sensitive side.
And you know what? That's
Is that what
okay.
it is, Monica?
That's
Is that what
okay.
it is? Okay.
It's okay.
All right, I'm just checking. That's what they're saying about us. We need to show our sensitive side. That's what they say.
You said I'm.
Do you have a sensitive side?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course.
You have a range of emotions, so yeah, I believe that.
I do.
Well, I would. If I'm comparing them, it's got to be Jordan. It's got to be Jordan because of. I'm not talking about no damn rings and all that, man.
Are you talking about personality?
I'm talking
let's
about
go. Yeah, let's hear it.
everything.
Let's hear it.
On and off the field. Everything that we know MJ did on the court. And I know personally what MJ does off the court in the communities and all those sort of things.
So do I.
So when you look at that, I also know what LeBron does on the court, what he means to his team, what type of leader he is. But then I look at things beyond that. I look at off the court. I look at being able to have the school. I look at being able to empower his high school friends and people like Maverick Carter and those guys. That, to me, is important and impressive. So I look at it and I say, yeah, it's more about that. I'm with you, though, Monica, as far as that. I don't know why LeBron got to.
Yeah,
There's really no need at all because when I think of great athletes and great players, he's one of the first ones that come to mind.
100%.
Yeah, there ain't even nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about.
He's too damn sensitive.
Anybody trying to argue that is crazy.
He's too damn sensitive. Not as sensitive as Rich Paul, though. Rich Paul's more sensitive than him.
Well, he should be. That's his agent.
Why is he sensitive? What from this quote makes you, I'm looking at it right now, what makes him sensitive?
This is the only time.
Wait, sensitive, Molly, because he shouldn't even, he doesn't need to do this.
But if he wants to express himself, let him
Don't
live.
need to, though.
Yeah, and you guys are you in particular are anti the whole social thing. So tell that whole truth. I just was like, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Please.
It's the only time I hung up on Rich Paul. Okay, and I've had many excuses. I love the brother, and he does a great job. But this is the only time I ever hung up on him. I got LeBron James on Mount Rushmore of basketball. In the history of basketball, I got him number 2, maybe number 3 all time. Me number 2. Some people put Kareem. You know, MJ, LeBron, and stuff. I got him on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. History. And I said I got him number 2. You act like that's an insult, Rich. Rich said, it is an insult. That's ridiculous. I don't even talk to him. You can't talk to somebody like that.
You protect this guy, though.
How you protecting him?
Protect this guy.
What he need protection from, that's the point.
Whoa.
In the history of basketball, which started in 1946, and the NBA became the NBA in 1950, in the history of basketball, there's been one player we would put above LeBron James, and that's an insult. No, you got problems.
So you
got problems, and Rich Paul needs therapy. That's the bottom line.
So wait, hold on. You don't think your sisters is going to protect you if somebody said that Stephen A. is the fourth guy?
You want to laugh?
Yeah.
You want to laugh?
Yeah.
I actually think that you're a little bit too hard on Keyshawn sometimes. We like Keyshawn.
Well, of course they like
it's
me.
ridiculous.
I mean, that's
it is
easy.
ridiculous.
But
I'm like,
they gonna protect
Benedict
you.
Arnolds. They're a bunch of Benedict Arnolds. Please, Monty, you asking me that question? Monty,
They gonna
throw me
protect
under the
you.
bus. Monty, Carmen,
stop.
All, and Abigail, Linda, they'll be like, oh,
If
please.
somebody was trying to go at you and say you was the third best at these debate shows, they gonna protect you.
I'm Stephen A. And they said, look, bro, when you come in, you cheap ass, when you come in to treat us out
Well,
to dinner.
you are cheap.
And by the way, come take out the garbage. You ain't grown. You still our little brother. That's how they treat me. So you asking that question makes no sense whatsoever, even though they're going to get her because they don't like how Molly talks to me. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. They're going to get her. They're going to get her. And by the way, Karma's making a 7-Up cake for me this weekend.
You
just
found
so you
your
know.
soul in your roots.
I'm just telling you that.
Found it
Now
in
let me get to
this soul.
LeBron and Brady. LeBron is more comparable to Brady.
Okay.
See, I don't.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
You had your turn.
I know that. Keyshawn's so emotional. All those things that you said about LeBron and MJ off the court, no argument. Totally agree with you. And you're a lot like that, too. People don't realize that, but you are. You're a good dude. Just don't tell nobody. The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. LeBron wasn't talking about off the court. He was talking about on the court. He was like, I got younger brothers looking older than me. That's what he was talking about, what he brings to the court and the kind of effect that he's had on the game based on his abilities. And I'm saying, yeah, abilities is one thing, results are another. I saw MJ 6-0. I see 6 losses with LeBron.
But see,
I saw Brady lose twice to the Giants. Brady lost twice to the Giants and lost once to the Philadelphia Eagles. He's got 3 Super Bowl losses.
LeBron having a great season?
Phenomenal. MVP candidate.
Hold on. Do you brag about yourself more than anybody? Who compliments you more than you? So can he flex for one moment?
The only time I brag about myself is here because I have to be subjected to you. Because
Stephen
you're
A,
very
though.
abusive towards me. I mean, outside of that, I don't brag about myself at all.
Oh, my God.
I'm very humble. I'm very
Stephen A.
humble.
just wants
I'm
to
very
be around
humble.
yes men. Yes
I'm very
men who
humble.
kisses you know what,
I'm very
and he
humble.
can't take
We
the
talk
truth.
about the 6
Right,
all
right.
the time.
Yeah.
I grew up Michael Jordan. Nothing was wrong with my knee, and I put a knee brace on
That's
just
right.
because he did it.
That's right.
So
I got
go
you.
figure.
Right.
But we don't talk about the losses and not getting there.
That's true. I agree.
No, people don't.
I agree.
They just don't.
I agree.
So
But
is
you know
that
why,
fair?
right?
But is that fair to LeBron?
Well, let me tell you why it is fair.
Okay.
Because sports is one of those rare things that measures moments more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when the moment arrives, how you stand out. For example, Terry Bradshaw wasn't the greatest quarterback or whatever,
No.
but you know something? When the Super Bowl showed up, that brother delivered 4 times and was undefeated. When Montana, even though Montana was big time, he delivered. You know what? It mattered. Troy Aikman, his numbers didn't knock you off your socks, but when the Super Bowl arrived, that brother showed up. What you do? Why are we talking about Aaron Rodgers right now in a less than admirable fashion? Because damn, you showed up and Jimmy Garoppolo outplayed you, for crying out loud. We don't like that. Moments matter, and in the end, I got Brady with 3 Super Bowl losses. I got LeBron with 6 NBA Finals losses. I have MJ in those moments, unblemished, 6-0, and has never allowed the series to get to Game 7 in the finals ever. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.